The folks, Kilt-Man here. Kilt-Man. Bottoms up, y'all. They fly. Bloody fly. Where's that coming from? I'll tell you where it's coming from. The sun is out. The Easter heat wave has carried on to the following week, and we are relaxing, basking in blazing sunshine. Ridiculous heat. Apparently it's all going to change this afternoon. Apparently we're going to have thunder, rain, the usual fucking UK cack is going to hit us heavily from up above. But we can't complain. We've had such great weather of late. It's unreal. Anyway, you catch me now, folks, on the lunchtime routine of a swift whiskage to brighten up the day, to ease you into the afternoon, just to make the day flow a little bit better. I'm sitting in the courtyard now of the Croc in town. You know, I think this is like, the Telly's my home from home, Sergeant Pepper's is my other home. This would be probably my third home from home, I think, yeah. And the train is possibly the next home from home. I spent all my fucking life on a bloody train, commuting, yeah. The Iron Snake, oh God, it's not good, it's not good. Anyway, folks, I want to give a little shout out to Angela DeMontis, aka Phoenix, who is this absolutely breathtaking beauty of a lady, who's all the more adorable because she's exceptionally creative, she's hugely inspiring, she's all over Facebook with bows and arrows and swords and all sorts, and fabulous artwork of medieval knights, of ancient warriors. She is a shield maiden, a warrior priestess. She is an incredibly irresistible and alluring woman, without a doubt. And her imagery and her drive and personality is just truly motivational. You want to watch her firing arrows. Having fired arrows myself and done a little bit of archery, it's good to see someone who actually knows how to put that arrow, how to notch that arrow, and she leans into it. She leans in and pushes the bow away, and she's quick at doing it, and I presume very accurate. I presume accurate because I've not seen the arrows hit the target. Angela, your next video must show what you're hitting, what you're aiming at. But I have every confidence in you. I think you're fantastic. And it's been a friend on Facebook for quite some time, and she's a nice subscriber onto the YouTube channel as well. So I'd like to give something back to people, to give them a shout out, because without you guys, what am I? Absolutely nothing. Nothing, I tell you. And I have not just a liquid lunch, I have nutrition as well. Chicken, high protein in chicken, flavoured crisps. I don't know, I've already had chicken a lot this morning. I had a steak for breakfast, then I bought chicken on the way into work, and turkey. So I've had turkey, I've had chicken, and I had southern fried chicken wraps as well. This kind of body doesn't build itself, you have to put the nutrition in there. And obviously you've got to make it more absorbable, so you need to have some liquid in there too. That's where the whiskey comes in. Folks, what happens here is, why I do these little videos, these little dinner time ones, is because I feel like I'm getting behind with videos. The Easter weekend was mad, it was chaotic. Those of you on Facebook who follow me will know that there was a lot of things going on, and it was a very drunken and maniacal time, full of fun, excitement and adventure, and it was great. But obviously the videos got swerved, and I meant to do videos last night because I've got a few things lined up. Get on this, I've got not one, two masks coming. Two masks which are going to be absolutely whoa. They're mint and they are unusual. There's some great stories attached to them, so I'm going to enjoy unboxing those, and one will arrive maybe tomorrow, but probably the next day. The other one isn't coming till Saturday regardless, so so there's things lined up. But I've got a couple of video reviews as well, movies, soundtrack stuff. So, and of course this week sees the unveiling, the premiere of Avengers Endgame. yes, the culmination of how many fucking Marvel movies, 22 I think it is, or something like that, and they're not all going to live. Some of the ones who died in the snapping are probably going to come back, but some of the ones who you expect to live are going to die. Well, that's the premise anyway, but it's payback time. Get Thanos back for wiping out half the universe. Anyway, I've already seen one review of it, because, well, yeah, look, if you're a fan, it's very hard to ignore these things, very, very hard indeed, and it didn't give too much away. It was a very sort of broad overview, but it did say to lower your expectations, oops, and it gave it a 7 out of 10. It said Infinity War was actually the better movie, more satisfying movie, but, it is what it is. So you go and see it, you pays your money, you plonks your arse down, and you goes along for the ride. And hopefully, you will have a good time. Because Marvel isn't ended, obviously. There's going to be so many more offshoots from this. Although this is a finale. It's a very definite finale to the saga we've been watching for so long. But there's other characters who have crept in, who are going to have more adventures. And I just want more Thor. Thor, come on. And I know he isn't Marvel, he's DC, but Aquaman was fucking great. So I want to see more Aquaman, and I want to see more Thor. And do you know why that is? I think because these guys have a sense of fun to them. They're long-haired, warrior, brazen, beer-swilling, woman-chasing fucking idiots. They cock up half the time, but they save the world more by the fact that they just don't give up. And I like that. They're kind of relentless in what they do. And they're colourful, brash, brazen, and kind of arrogant, a little bit like cocksure. Ring any bells with anybody, that? Folks, today I am sporting the Anderson. That is the Anderson kilt. Anderson Tartan. It's a bit of an unusual on this because most kilts that you get, even kilts going back quite a few decades, will have 2 straps on one side and 1 strap on the other. And depending on how big you are, you can tighten them right in or you can let them out. Most kilts have a give of about 2, maybe 3 inches, in case some of you put a bit of weight on over Christmas or one particularly exciting weekend of curries and beer. So they're adaptable. But this kilt, and I've only got out of 52 kilts, there's only one of 2 which only have 1 strap on one side and 1 strap on the other. And I don't really know the reason for that, because this is not like a vintage kilt. It's not like it is old. This dates back from the 50s, this particular kilt. So it's not like 100, 200 years old. It's not like one of those. But it's just unusual. It's only got the 2 straps, one either side. And I've never really worked out why that was. But it's nice to have a different look to these things sometimes. And I don't know if you noticed there as well, but I was also sporting a US Cavalry belt. Now, I had a recent adventure in the Badlands of Ormskirk. Me and Mrs. Kilt-Man went out there on our ponies. We rode out in a small scouting mission, which ended up being a huge invasion and occupying force, because we stayed there for a day, and we visited every hostel we go in, every beer shop you could imagine, and had a great old time with it too. Hang on one second. Yeah, minor adjustments to the bootage, and there was a shop there, and it sells all like retro clothes and that. I don't know about you guys, you gotta go into these places. You get all vintage Levi's, you get vintage shoes, and pants and waistcoats and stuff. Like, I said pants, and like I'm gonna buy a fucking pair of pants. But there's loads of like really good stuff from like the 50s, 60s, 70s, vintage retro gear. Now there was a big belt section, and hanging up in the middle of this belt section, my eyes were drawn straight away to US, because I love the whole Indian Wars. And this is an Indian Wars belt. Well, it's not. It's actually it's a reproduction made by a company in the UK. Damn it! But it is retro. It is, I'd say, from the early 70s, perhaps, maybe even late 60s. I don't know. But it's a reproduction. And yet, I actually have. I don't know if I've shown you in a previous video. I may have done. I don't know. When I was sporting the Custer fringe buckskin jacket. Search back. There's a video there on that. and I think I was probably wearing a belt buckle and a belt which were retrieved from the banks of the Little Bighorn River. Now you're going to go, oh, bullshit. A lot of things were found. There's so many shreds of uniform, bullets, weapons, belt buckles, epaulets, badges, insignia. Lots of things were found. Saddles, holsters. The Indians didn't take everything from the victims. I say victims. They justifiably massacred the bloody bluecoats, who were complete and utter bastards with a real genocidal agenda at that stage. I have discussed this at length before, I know. But this was found. This other belt was found, and the leather is battered, torn, ripped up. There's a date stamped. It's kind of blurred, but it's date stamped on the back of the buckle itself, and it says U.S. Army 7th Cavalry. U.S. Army across the top, U.S. 7th Cavalry underneath, and it is the vintage type that they wore. But unusually, it's a brown leather belt. Most people wore a black leather belt, but they could customise stuff as well, you see, when they went out into the field. Much like modern armies now, you get issued with kit, but the kit won't be as good as what you could buy yourself. So once you got a bit of money, because you know you're going to be pounding out the miles in fucking Taliban-infested Afghanistan, or whatever you're gonna be, you want a good pair of boots. So they'll go out and they'll buy proper Gucci boots, which will last fucking forever, rather than the issue boots. So, and the same, it's the same back in the 1860s and 70s. They're going to go out. They're going to fashion some of their own saddles. They're going to fashion some of their own holstery. They're going to fashion some of their own boots, tunics, whatever, to make their fucking life a bit more comfortable. That's what they're going to do. So that belt with the brown leather, it's clearly a more supple belt than what I'm wearing right now, which is probably a very authentic style belt to what they wore. And so I'm more likely to wear this one, to be honest with you. The other one looks fucking knackered. It looks like it's been through a massacre, which it clearly did. And obviously whether the guy got away, it's unlikely, or was swept down the river and then picked off, more than likely. But then they've stripped him off and disemboweled him and done all sorts to him, and his belt buckle and his belt is just swept off down the river and then washed up on the banks. I love all that. I love, that's history, absolute genuine history, and history is hard won. People die to make history. This is what changes things. History comes alive. When Kilt-Man drinks whiskey, history comes to life. Vigor. I'm looking at me crisps now, and my God, I want them. Anyway, Angela De Montis, aka Phoenix, you'd have been awesome with the Little Bighorn. With your fabulous, arrow wear, and the way she leans into it as well to pick a target. You can see what she's doing. And like most people, they kind of go ooh, and a bit like that, and then a bit shivery, oh, twang, and it just goes fucking flying over the shoulder. Hits a cow in the following field, misses the big wickerwork target, which is like just 10 yards away. And but it's an art form. There's a science to it, and there's an art and a skill to it. And Angela, you have it, hon. You have it. So, folks, I'm gonna now have to vamoose because I'm going on far too long, waffling and complete nothingness. But you know what I'm like. But yeah, a couple of masks coming and a couple of big movie reviews and Endgame. I've not booked tickets for Endgame. My son has. He's going to see it before me. He's going there tomorrow. So he, even before I come home from work, he will have seen the movie. And fine, great. I'm not going to see it till the weekend. And I may not even review it because unless I feel massively passionate about it. I love what they've done so far, and I've been looking forward to this. But I've got a horrible feeling of like anticlimax. Oh, I shouldn't be saying this, should I? I should be going, yeah, come on now. But we'll have to wait and see. I don't know. I will see it at some point, and I will report on it. I know I'm bound to, aren't I? I'm bound to go and watch it. have a few drinks, come back to the Telegraph, pissed as a fart, and I sit there and give you a big, oh, I'll try and give you no spoilers, and the next thing you know, I'm giving the ending away. No, I'll try not to. Folks, as always, it's an honour, it's a pleasure to share your company. I love you all, and I have noticed the subscription has gone up. It creeps up sort of like by 1s and 2s, you know, which is lovely, lovely. Don't forget, tell your friends. If you want to just kick back with a guy in a kilt with stupid shaggy caveman hair who drinks whiskey far too much to be healthy, and talks a lot of nonsense. If you just want to kick back with someone like that, put them onto Kilt-Man. Let them join the new Tartan army, because one day, folks, we'll take over the world, and we will make a difference for the better of mankind. In the meantime, folks, stay happy, stay frisky, drink whiskey, and I'm going to see you all later. Another round, please.